This is where we're going to look at UCLA in their game on Friday against Washington. We're going to go through it pretty quickly and look at some of the offensive concepts and different things that Chip Kelley and the Bruins did this past week. But if you guys have a team or a game this next week that you're looking forward to, let me know in the comments. If there's a bunch of you who want to see the same game, I'll definitely do it. But just throw it down in the comments and I'll try to get to it for a few of the big games this next week. Very first concept right here, pretty good concept. And all it is zone that direction, jabs, and he goes to the flat. It's actually run inside zone, so right here, basing there, double to there, double this backside big gap player up. And when he jabs, he goes to the flats. These guys are running off and blocking the guys that are man on right here. So they're going to take these guys with the block. Right here, this end is free. Typically, I would just say, hey, block that guy and we'll read that guy. But I think they read him and he flows that way, so they throw it out that direction. And if he flows that way and you base him, but right here they just straight inside zone it, and then he goes to the flats, he's got to fly down and make that play. So here, as you see, he jabs right there at it, goes flat. There's the running back coming across. The quarterback's eyes are right there on that linebacker. He's flowing pretty hard. So they pull it right here, just flips it out there to the tight end, knowing that this guy right here is the only guy that's left that can make the play, gets it to him. A few yards there of space. That's a safety trying to tackle a fullback or a tight end. And typically you think that tight end and fullback are going to have a good chance to make somebody miss just based off of size advantage. That's what happens right there. Puts that hand right in his face, pushes him right to the ground. That's just physics right there. He's a lot stronger, bigger than a guy, pushes him down to the ground. A lot of times in football, the bigger, stronger guy wins. That's what happens right here, just creating a big play, an explosive play here. Just knowing that this safety flying down is going to have a tough time tackling this tight end if you can get it to him. And right there, mass wins. Big guys win a lot of time in football, and that's what happens right here. This look right here, they've actually got a tight end, two receivers over here, 8-man box here from the Washington defense. They only got 6 guys to block, 1 guy down there, and you can take care of 1 guy with the quarterback. So right here, if you're just looking at it with straight inside zone, you're going to probably base out right there, double there up to that linebacker. You're thinking these guys over here are probably going to just try to get into your inside gap. Not sure what's going to happen. Just don't let anybody penetrate. Don't let anybody shoot into the inside gap. They actually base back with the tight end right here, so I'm not sure if they're reading there or if they're reading here, but he just gets kind of caught up in it. But we'll take a look at it and see what takes place. As you can see right here, getting downhill, running back's going to press the front side double team, which is what we have right here, the very first double team. So right there, his aiming point's right there. Good double team right here, hip to hip. And then he's right there, his outside shoulder's free, going to work up to that linebacker, gets a body on him. There's your cut off of it. These other guys just, hey, creating a wall. Do not let anybody penetrate right here. Don't let anybody shoot a gap, whether it's a linebacker, safety, whatever. Just step, get into that gap, and he's blocking back. If somebody would have shot, like maybe this linebacker or safety shoots through that gap and is trying to get to the running back, maybe he pulls. But right here, no need. Nobody's shooting through that gap that's open. So right there, give, press that front side double team. Good patience, seeing that cut, playing with momentum with your shoulder pad square, getting into the end zone there for a big touchdown for UCLA. Have this clip on here. You can't really see the whole thing. I'm sure there's some kind of zone read where he gets a pull. But right here is a corner or a safety rolling in. There's a linebacker coming in. Both of them dive. And we got a Three Stooges type situation right here. Right there, just puts the brake on, side steps. And those guys just absolutely smoke each other. Just like Larry Curly and Mold and those guys. He's the one playing the joke on these guys, and they absolutely smoke each other, stacked up on top of each other. That's extremely embarrassing right there. But here's the full play right here from the end zone view. See, he just slides down. Thompson Robinson knows, hey, I can outrun that guy if he slides that tight to the box. So he pulls it. Little does he know that he's basically the Larry or the Curly to this guy's Mo. So outside in, makes both of them look absolutely silly. Sandwich right there, and he walks in. He's high-stepping. Right here he's laughing just like he loves the Three Stooges. I'm sure he did when he was a kid with that side step. You know, he's been playing for about 30 years there at UCLA, so I'm sure he's seen everything, but I've never seen that before. Here's a good look of UCLA using a little bit of rub, a little bit of motion here to run mesh against man-to-man versus Washington. So right here they motion over there in a tray set now with him coming across. He just goes straight to the flats. He's running mesh, coming across right there. Right here as you're watching it, he's going vertical, going mesh. He's going there, back, free releasing there to the flats. Right here, he walks in, obviously man-to-man. This man-to-man, that guy's manned up on the back. So right there, we can watch and see what takes place. Boom, he just jabs. Now he's got a release. And you watch this linebacker and how he kind of reacts right here. As he's going, he slows down. He sees that guy. It kind of slows him down just a step or two. That ball's already out. Now, with that being said, if you roll this back, if he was just running an out and he was trying to guard him from that spot, it's probably a completion. He's probably going to tackle him, all that stuff. If you slow him down for a step or two, it can be a big play right there with nobody left. which is what happens right here. So a lot of times they're saying, hey, when was this guy beat? When was this linebacker beat? He was beat at birth, because if he was that good, he'd be playing at that spot as opposed to linebacker. Because every single kid that was a really great athlete in high school and junior high, they're not playing right there. They're playing here or there instead of linebacker. Now, obviously, great athletes, very tough people that play at linebacker, but that guy is the one that changes games. So right here, play it. You see right here, gets slowed up just a little bit by that mesh, and this corner that's coming in slows him up just a bit, gives it to him right there. A ton of space right there with an entire third of the field. He just outruns the linebacker. He dives at his legs. No chance right there. He actually probably eats a little bit of turf, skids probably 2 or 3 yards. So a good try right there, but obviously you're beat at birth. Not a big deal. Good try. And then right there, make a safety miss there as well. Creating an explosive play there for UCLA. Just creating a little bit of a rub right there with the running back getting out with the mesh. I always like looking for screens right here. You see a little bit of motion. He's coming across right there. This tight end right here, once this thing is snapped, he's just letting this guy across, and he's outside releasing and going to the widest defender, which ends up being this corner right here. They're throwing a screen to the back. Starts in the pistol, fakes the run right here, and then he leaks that direction. Right tackle, he's going to set to the widest defensive end. He's going to be a C-gap player, try to wash him by everything. Try to widen that alley so there's a good alley there for the quarterback to throw. We're watching the running back. Does a good job being strong, sifting through that. These guys trying to get them to rush. As you can see, the guys that release, all interior linemen, right guard, left guard, and center, all release. There's the kick. There's the alley. And this left guard might be a rat kill right there. Does a good job of pushing him by. So he's stumbling a little bit, can't get his hands up. Good catch. Had to get it up and over a defender. Good job being an athlete. Probably a little bit of jump pass. Good catch there by the running back. Now you've got 3 guys out in front. If you stopped it, he's blocking there. Now you've got 2 big linemen right there. He should be turning back on number 9. And right here, they're rolling with big guys in space. People are getting absolutely rolled here. You can see that guy puts both arms out like he's flying, but right here he's actually flying the wrong direction. Boom, flying right into the ground. And this guy's trying to just suplex him, trying to make it nasty, but 9 somehow avoids it. Good gain right there. 2nd and 18, getting about 19 yards. So right there, it kills you as defense right there. 2nd and 18, and they just throw an easy screen right there. Good little motion, and then just absolutely make a guy miss there, number 1, and finds a way to get to the first down. So really good call on a long yard situation, and even better execution, able to get up to the first down. Right here, UCLA's in a 2x2 set. You got a tight end right here. They just run the fade out over here on this side. And their typical Y cross right here. So right here, he actually would typically run that post or that post curl. He's running the cross. But right here, they're going fade out, making it look like they're going Y cross. But instead, he's going post, corner. Running back's doing the same thing, so he's going to check. There's your check right there. Could possibly check there if he's tight for the possible blitz. If he checks and he's dropping into coverage, he's going to swing, trying to take that underneath coverage as well. Right there, he steps up. He's kind of late to it. Go ahead and get out to the flats. As you can see there, the out, there's the fade. He's coming across right there to the climb, and that outside guy looks like he's going to that post. Right here from this angle, you can see what actually takes place. Right here, he's playing fast. He goes post, trying to get that head around. Right there, he's got his back turned to that area, which is a great advantage. He goes post, he starts leaning. Now he puts the brakes on, goes back across his face. He's got a center field turn this, and center field turns that just based off the leverage that he had as far as his fundamentals. Which right here, really not sure what they're trying to do here with those fundamentals, just turning your butt about 1/3 of the field. Give yourself a chance with that much of a cushion. Right there, post corner, easy throw and catch right there. Now you're 1-on-1 after that explosive play. See what you can do with the ball. Makes him miss. Gets into the end zone right there. Really good play, really good call. I like the post corner right there. Trying to make it look like they're going wide cross, trying to take that safety. And typically I'm sure they've seen, hey, he goes post. We'll try to midpoint that, get play over the top. But then they say he goes post, corner, explosive play and a touchdown there for UCLA. Right here on this one, it's the same play as that Y cross. So right here you got an out, you got a fade, you got a little bit of blitz coming from this side. He goes inside to that Y cross. He actually ends up going post, and we'll see what takes place. So as the ball snapped, you see you actually got a little bit of blitz right here. I don't think they sorted it out. He ends up dropping underneath that fade out, which if he would end up blitzing, we're taking that out every single time. Right here he drops underneath it. Good job seeing it, not just throwing it to that end. So now he's going to get off it and try to find this cross. And right here, good job by the back. Faking across just like the last play. This time he sees that this DN gets a little bit of space right here. You better chip right there or it's going to be an issue. Boom, gets a piece. Good job being violent. And that allows the quarterback to get the ball out. So right here, if he doesn't get a piece of him, he's probably getting sacked. Right here, you can see he's coming across. He sees him, doesn't like it. Goes to his next option, which is that post. And he wins, beats the corner back to the middle of the field for a touchdown. Wish we had the other angle so we could see it. But right here, you can see he's walling right there. So he won with that corner. He sticks him, goes to the post. Good accurate ball. Beats him to the middle of the field. Good catch. Touchdown right there for UCLA. This is a way that I've seen a lot of teams that do condensed sets and things like that have been running their curl flats. And what I mean by that is when he goes vertical, he goes like he's going to the corner and then he sits down like a curl. So a lot of times if you're coming from this outside spot to run a curl, you might run a post curl. You might just run a curl where you know that you're going to have to work back in. But right here, they go corner and they work back to it. He actually comes in right there, trying to take somebody with him, hold those inside guys, and he goes flat right there. We'll take a look at it. If their ball snapped again, they're in that triangle trying to beat man-to-man. Tip of it's running there to the middle of the field. He actually comes in here and then he sits down. So right there you can see he's chasing right there. And it's going to occupy these guys right here, feeling that guy chase. So right there he sits and then he feels the guy on his back. So he starts working back out. So he's a viable option against man-to-man. But right here we'll roll it back. As you can see, the inside of that triangle, he kind of slows down, lets everything clear, and then he runs to the out right here. And as you can see, that guy has good patience. He's chasing the out. This guy right here, just watching him go vertical, he sticks left foot. He makes it look like he's going corner, and then he curls that thing back in behind. And he's chasing that out. Ball's out right there, coming right back at the quarterback, going with that corner, and then the curl. And I think right here that safety had started getting over the top right there like it was a corner, and then he just works right back to the quarterback. Good completion right there on the red zone. Able to get vertical right there on a 3rd and 10 and get a first down right there on a pretty good call as far as getting into that triangle. Then basically just running a curl flat with the spot there over the ball. And they took advantage of that guy getting over the top and that safety playing over the top thinking that he's running a corner route. But good throwing catch again, finding space, beating man-to-man. Here's a play that they ran a couple times towards the end of the game. Right here, you unbalanced. So you got 2 guys on the line of scrimmage over here, 1 guy off. You got a fullback here that ends up bluffing out here into this alley. Quarterback's going to read right here. They're sifting, they're just running an inside zone right here. And if you're looking at this, right here, this D tackle gets a lot of penetration, which is definitely not what you want as far as the offense. Right here, he's crossing his face. Tackle does a good job. Hey, slow it here a little bit. Step with your right foot. If he's trying to cross your face, move him as far that way as he wants to go. And right here, everybody else is basically zoning. So basically, boom, we're going to possibly double there up. Basing, boom, he's going to wrap around. We're going to read 8 here. And right here, this is a 3rd and 1. With 3:42 left in an 8-point game, so these guys are going to be extremely aggressive. Good job knowing that. He squeezes down. He shows that he's going to have a chance to get around the edge. There's the fullback wrapping around for whoever's trying to scrape and get the quarterback. He does a great job out leveraging that guy, working his outside shoulder. Just keep working. Now you're one-on-one with this guy. Make him miss. Hopefully stay in bounds right there. Run the clock just a little bit more, which obviously in college they're just going to run it right there once they get everything set. But great job right there on 3rd and 1, just finding a way to get the first down. Understand they're going to be a lot more aggressive there. Chance for a pull. Good job getting all the way around through all that trash and that penetration and getting that a big first down right there. 1st and 10 right here on the very next play. So now we're down to about 3 minutes. Need to get another first down or 2. Again, inside zone. He's bluffing right there, working around, coming downhill, still in bounce. So same formation, same set. He's coming down pretty hard. Again, get a pull. He actually gets a hand on the quarterback. I guess he just assumes that this guy was going to give it right there with how far upfield he was getting. Right there, get a pull. He's working around. Everybody else is chasing the running back right here. And you can see he still doesn't know that he has the ball. He just runs right by him. Good job right here. Just keep working. Don't grab, reset. Get those hands underneath. Don't grab, just move those feet. Good job right there. Again, getting a first down right there in a key situation. 3 minutes left in the game. Able to get the quarterback on the edge. And whenever you have a guy dynamic like that, you're able to get those first downs a little bit easier there late in the game. This play right here with the unbalanced set to the right where they know that they're going to take care of these guys. If you're looking at it, it looks like they're trying to go outside zone that way, but the interesting thing about this is they're not all going outside zone that way. He's actually stepping that direction and trying to pin. He's going up. He ends up tripping, falling, not being just a great athlete right there, but if he can stay up, he's going to pin that guy. As you can see, they're pinning everybody and getting between the defender and the guys going that way. So right here, I think it's just a double option with a little bit of a fake. He's going right here. If he steps in at all, pitch the ball. Which right here, he doesn't even really come to him, so he just pitches it. Now he's running that alley trying to help. Ball's in space. These guys are doing a great job. Probably not need to grab as much right there. Just keep working outside shoulder. but only makes a cut off of that guy blocking. Creates an explosive play right there to the unbalanced side. Right there, obviously number advantage with everything right there. Faking outside zone. Everybody's starting to pin their guys that they would have blocked on the inside zone or outside zone, so that they're between them so they can't run to the pitch right there. So good changeup right here. Getting it to the unbalanced. Getting the ball out there in space. Letting your guy go. Taking care of those guys. Good job blocking here on the edge. Allowing them to run a good game.